Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind Season 4, Episode 5. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Let's talk about the subscribe. A hell of a lot of y'all aren't subscribed, but y'all be coming back every day. Come on. It's free and it's painless. Thank you. Going into the episode, Kwame is in everybody's mouth because, well, he done thrown everybody for a loop with this whole Micah pursuit. And yeah, everybody's just like, what was that?
She just didn't like how long you guys were having a conversation. So I would not be surprised if she's handling that right now. Micah doesn't want your man. Because if she wanted him, she would have had him. Irina hates her man. I know it. I wouldn't hire him as my lawyer.
Not Jacqueline becoming the undercover mean girl. I was very confused about this because I was like, Jacqueline, you were sitting beside Chelsea just before, hyping her up about making a scene. You know, if it were me, I would behead him. Girl, you should go and stop that. Blah, blah, blah. And now you're making it seem like Chelsea's reaction was irrational. And not even that. Micah wouldn't even have known that Chelsea was really bothered if Jacqueline didn't report that she was bothered. Then you got Miss Tiffany over here being like, listen, my name is Bennett. And I ain't in it. She doesn't want no parts of this drama. But I'm looking at Jacqueline like, I don't know about you, girl. So the Rental brothers, see what I did there, are talking about their fiancés. And Zach is saying, you know what? I'm really starting to pick up what Irina's putting down, which is nothing.
I think she does a lot of things she doesn't realize are like kind of fucked up. She's all weird about me kissing her. We'd already kissed before then.
Huh.
And then we come back. She's like super affectionate.
Where do I fall? Like on the
Oh, and how you look?
Yeah.
I think you're really cute. I think you're exactly my type, yeah.
Really?
Zach, okay, we get it. You are an attorney, okay? You are a lawyer. We understand. But it's not everybody you must defend. My goodness. This woman is actually malicious, okay? He's like, well, I know that, you know, she does things and doesn't realize that it's mean-spirited. She knows. She just doesn't care about people's feelings. That's why she continues to do these things. Like, let's be for real. And then talking about Irina, though, she feels like she feels like Paul, I wanted to call him Mike for some reason, Paul and Zach look similar. I'm like, but girl, then you were just selling yourself, because if you really did love Zach on the inside and you're into somebody like Paul and you think that Paul and Zach look the same, then you would have no issue being connected with Zach. So either the personality was off or the physical was off. Clearly, allegedly, if she thinks that they look alike, it wasn't the physical. It was the insides. So why were you saying you love this man? You just wanted to be picked, huh? Okay, thank you. Now, typically I do feel a way when women want to call out their men for talking to other women. But in the case of Chelsea, oh, Kwame deserved every bit of this smoke.
You have to think about how the actions are affecting not only you, but me.
Once we got past the border of, yo, that was fucked up, and we got the apologies in.
Then it's over. Then it's over.
Closure is good. Closure is a good thing. Closure is a great thing.
Did you feel like you got closure tonight with her?
Not fully, but enough.
Oh my God.
Baby, hey.
He says he didn't mean to belittle the relationship, but he did. He says he got partial closure. What do you need to cover the rest? What do you need to cover the rest? I don't understand. Like, this man, he absolutely just irks my soul. He also got a little bit upset when Chelsea suggested that once they addressed the issue, the conversation should have been over. He's like, well, it's rude to just walk away like that. You can't just end the conversation like that. You had no problem doing that in the pods, though. In the pods, when you didn't get the answer that you wanted from Micah, you walked away. There was no long talk. There was no I need closure then. So why do you need closure now? Anyways, fast forward. They have this Mayan date, you know, which, you know, I have my own questions about, but we're not even going to get into that today. And on that date is when he finally actually apologizes to Chelsea, but he says, you know, if I did something to hurt your feelings, then I apologize. There's no if. You did. Just apologize. Kwame, like, in this episode, this is when I really started to realize the immaturity of Jacquelina, and it is just shining through.
Perfecto.
I'm hungry. That's a weirdo. Zach need to stay 6 feet away from me at all times. Zach is a weirdo, and Irina's Irina, the peasant. Mi tonto. My dumbass. I like chilling with him. He makes Mexico fun.
In my first impressions, if you were there, we read the little blurbs that everybody gave for the show, and Jacquelina's was that she's looking for a daddy. I could not help but keep thinking of that throughout this episode because the baby talk was just a little bit much. And again, I know she probably meant like a zaddy, but why are we talking like a child? And why are we acting very immature? Jacquelina, it's looking like you're the drama. We were looking out for you and you picking Marshall saying, I don't know if he's the best, but maybe you're the one that we should be concerned about. Anyways, she says this term, I don't want to say it because I might say it wrong. So I'm not even going to say it, but it translates to my dumbass. Now in the Discord, there was some discourse about how to perceive the word. Some people were saying that they've used it before and it's not necessarily a term of endearment, but it's not meant to be an insult either, where other people were like, it's insulting. So I want to know what you guys think. She did let the girls know that they did knock the boots and stuff, so I'm sure she doesn't mean it in a rude way. She's into him, she likes him, there's an attraction, she wants to marry him at this point of the show. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on the whole my dumbass situation? Speaking of knocking boots, Tiff and Brett have been holding off because, well, it was a red light, but baby, all systems are a go.
Brett and I have taken our intimacy to the next level. Yes, we have. And it was good. Okay, what do you think your friends are gonna say?
Oh, man.
Because nobody knows. So like,
I think my friends are gonna be thrown for a loop. They're gonna be like, yo, Brett, you hit the jackpot. I'm gonna be like, I know. I know.
The way she was grinding on this man when they first came onto the honeymoon, I was shocked that they didn't run any red lights. I was shocked. Personally, I was shocked. It's not my taste or cup of tea, but I don't judge, you know. I will not yuck your yum. And Tiffany says that coming into this process, she was concerned that her age would be a hindrance. And clearly, Brett does not have an issue with that. He loves the fact that she's established, loves the fact that she's not trying to keep up with the young girls. She's got her own thing going on. He loves her for all that she is. And I'm like, I believe him, or at least I want to. But then later on when he talks in the episode, I'm like, see, Brett, this is where you confuse me because I think he really wants to love Tiffany, or at least somebody like Tiffany. But love for him is it's just a foreign thing. So I don't know if he's going to be able to step up in the way that Tiffany needs. Micah and Paul go ATVing, and I swear this is the most I've seen them get intimate and close. Is it a coincidence that both of their faces are covered? I don't know.
I feel like I look so aggressive. You look so aggressive with that.
Hell yeah. We're here to
Whoa.
do crime.
Whoa, okay, slow down. Crazy.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I felt absolutely nothing in this scene. No chemistry whatsoever. Could it be a bias against Micah? Yes. But I had a bias against Shake, and I felt more chemistry between Shake and Deepti when they had a similar date like this than I do with Micah and this man. I don't know. Like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I really do think that she wants to go. At the first sign where she could leave, she's gonna leave. And the interesting thing is, at the end of the episode, they showed a preview for the rest of the season, right? And it seems like she's going to be more into Paul, especially after the fact that Irina is showing interest in Paul. So I'm like, again, with this whole pick me, choose me, love me, want me thing. Like, want this man because you want this man, not because other people want him. So like I said in the previous episodes, even though Irina's words aren't saying much, her body is saying a lot. And here we are again, seeing her body just reject Zach. And he just won't say it point blank, like, girl, I'm done. This is not working out for me.
Genuinely, what I want is I want to have a family. I want to have a wife who's going to support my vision for what I want to do.
Keep talking, I can hear you.
I don't know if you're really in this. Like, are you in? If you think that there's something that we can get over, I'm willing to go forward with that. But I've got to see that you're actually all in on this.
There's something very off when you have to convince your partner to want to be into you. You know? Eventually he does end the relationship, but I'm like, you should have ended it from the first day y'all met. From the first moment that something was off to you when you were trying to kiss her and stuff, like that should have been the time where you're like, oh no, she don't like me, let's not even force it. So I mean, Irena, she's barely even trying. Clearly she doesn't want to. He's giving her an out to say, if you don't want to be in this, that's cool, like I'll be out. And she's not saying like no as of yet. She's not saying no yet. And I'm like, I'm even looking at you sideways, Zach, because later on he talks about how his second option, which was Bliss, should be chosen, right? She should be with somebody who picks her first. And then he ends up wanting to pursue something with her. But in this episode, he said if Irena was going to give it a try, he's going to stick around. So you're still not picking Bliss. But you want to go and waste her time. I don't understand. Chelsea had let Kwame know that she's only going to be disrespected once. If it happens again, it's going to be a problem. So of course now Kwame is acting on his best behavior, which irks Micah. She decides to take it upon herself to confront Chelsea. Well, not really confront Chelsea, but to squash the beef, to ease the tension that's going on between the three of them.
I wasn't as angry as I should have been. Because as soon as she started sugarcoating her words to me, I calmed down.
I just like can't help but feel like there's like some sort of like weird overcompensation going on.
I mean, I love your style, baby.
Thanks, baby.
Grab that toothpick and dig in there.
I know, I was going
Can
to.
you get it, please?
I lick your
Can I
lip.
get it?
Bottom lip. Yes, we're good.
Yeah, I
was like-
honestly
and I
was
was
so
like,
shocked at how
what
triggered
is-
he got from it. Yeah, I was shocked, but like I was obviously more than happy to like clear it up and like apologize with him. Like,
Of course.
I think that it should have been Kwame having this conversation. Because one, it shows Chelsea that he's able to establish boundaries. And two, it sets the precedence for Micah that this is the only way we're supposed to be interacting with each other. How we did before was inappropriate, and I will not be allowing it as long as I am in a relationship, especially in a relationship with Chelsea. You know, but the fact that Micah is the one who approached Chelsea. So, okay, have that conversation. But I would have liked to see Kwame actually take the lead, which we knew he wasn't going to do. We knew Chelsea was going to be the one to always be the leader in this relationship. It would have been nice to see Kwame take the lead and say, hey, I'm going to represent our relationship. I'm going to take a stand against the disrespect. And I'm going to let her know the lines may have been blurry before, but they are clear cut now. But hey, it is what it is. Zach and Irena finally have this conversation that should have been had days ago that, hey, it's just not there for us.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page. I think we should call it. I don't think it's gonna work out.
I just hope you know, like, I don't have any regrets.
Yeah, I think logically that doesn't make any sense at all. You wanna know what my theory is?
No. I literally, honestly, I think about Bliss. I think about like, fuck, like I hope you get a chance to see her when you get back to Seattle. I was surprised that you were still like hanging on. I was like, I've like given you every reason to forget it, and I was like, man, like he's really
I was gonna
trying.
leave you on day 3, but I thought that'd be fucked up.
I'm glad that they cut the charade, but how long were they going to fake it? Like, if Zach was a more passive person, which for the most part he was, but I think because he had his mind on somebody else, that's what led him to want to say something. If he didn't have Bliss as a backup option and he thought Irena was the only one that he could forge a relationship with, how long were these two going to fake it? To make matters worse, Irena actually admits that she was doing things on purpose to push him away so that hopefully he would cut his losses and run. You don't see a problem with that, sis? And you don't see a problem with that either, Zach? They're now Kiki and all best friends. And I'm like, what? Either this is really producer-led or y'all both delusional and I'm worried for you. Because ain't no way Ain't no way, one, I would have kept up the charade, and ain't no way I would be friends with somebody even after they admitted that it was a charade. It could not be me. To make matters worse, now that Zach has, left Arena, he's gonna go and want to pursue things with Bliss. Bliss, honey? Absolutely not, babe.
Zach?
I made the wrong choice. You know I did, and I do too.
Absolutely not. I'm so sorry. I know they give it a crack. That's what the streets are saying. Good God. Ugh. I'm not with it. But I'm just like, if Arena would have given him a sliver of hope, he wouldn't even be at this table talking to you right now. If Arena was not just a vile human being, he would not be sitting with you at this table right now. It wasn't like there was this big conflict of like, I'm really, really 50-50. I don't know what to do. I'm back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No, he picked Arena over Bliss. He was going to keep picking Arena over Bliss if Bliss showed any kind of effort. I'm sorry, but as Bliss, that'd be enough for me to say, you close the door, let's leave it that way. She did say she loved the man, though, in those pods. And that's a hard thing to shake, I guess. Fine, whatever. Next episodes are coming out on Friday, so we'll see what the watch parties are saying. I realized, so sorry, everybody, I did not know this. The stream has a limit of like 50 people. So once 50 people get in there, it's a wrap. At least for watching the show. So if you want to talk about the show, you could be in the chat while the stream is going on, but the stream itself has a 50-person capacity. So you either got to make it there on time or you're not going to make it at all. Just saying. So as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.